Hello, children. A very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are keeping healthy and happy, eating healthy food and listening to your parents, doing your work regularly and being naughty at times, isn't it? Okay. Today we are going to start off with a topic which is easy and may most of you know, but there are few things might be you need to just revise. So today we are with that easy topic. So what is it? Let us see. Oh, so here is the thought for the day. As I have already always told you that a good day starts with a good thought. So today's thought is life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. You should never stop. Keep moving and you will keep going in your life in just the way you want. Okay, so here we come to our topic, that is punctuation. I hope most of you know what is a punctuation mark, right? Let us just revise what is a punctuation mark. A punctuation mark is a symbol such as full stop or period. A full stop is also known as a period, comma or question mark that you use to divide written words into sentences and clauses. Okay, so why do we use punctuation mark? To divide written words into sentences or clauses. The first punctuation mark. The first punctuation mark is a full stop. A full stop should always be used to end a sentence. Clear? The full stop indicates that a point has been made and that you are about to move on to further explanations or a related point. So when you put a full stop at the end of a sentence, it means that you have come to the end of that particular point. Next, you will start off with a new further explanation or a further related point, a new point. Okay? Comma. See children, there are various ways, various places where we need to put a comma. The first rule, use commas to separate words and word groups in a simple series of 3 or more items. So when there are 3 or more items, we separate each item with the help of a comma. Just before the last item, we do not put a comma. We put a conjunction like and. Okay? Let us see the example. We had coffee, comma, cheese, comma, crackers and grapes. So these are the things we had and grapes is the last item that we had. So before the last item we are using a conjunction and before that we are using commas. Okay? Rule number 2. Use a comma to separate two adjectives when the order of the adjective is interchangeable. For example, he is a strong, comma, healthy man. In the same way, we could have also written, he is a healthy, comma, strong man. So when we can interchange the places of the adjectives, we use a comma to separate them. Clear till here, children? Now we come to the third rule. Rule number 3. Use commas to set off non-essential words. Non-essential words or clauses that occur mid-sentence must be enclosed by commas. Now what is non-essential word? Let us see this example. Jill, who is my sister, shut the door. So I am already already saying that Jill has shut the door. Why do I need to specify that she is my sister? So this mid-sentence, that is, who is my sister, is the non-essential part of the sentence. Clear? So when we include the non-essential part, then that non-essential part must be enclosed by commas. Now this is the very easy punctuation mark, exclamation mark. What is an exclamation mark? An exclamatory sentence shows sudden expressions, right? Sudden emotions. And they are always followed by an exclamation mark. Exclamation marks were originally called the note of admiration. They are still, to this day, used to express excitement. They are also used to express surprise, astonishment, or any other such strong emotion. Any exclamatory sentence can be properly followed by an exclamation mark to add additional emphasis. So an exclamation mark always shows a sudden expression, sudden emotion. And it should always follow by an exclamation mark. For example, what a beautiful house. Clear? Question mark. This is another easy one. What do we mean by question mark? Question marks are used in both formal and non-formal writing, and in cases where direct and indirect questions are being asked. Are you happy to be home? So this is a question. And a question mark is again always followed by a question mark at the end. Colon. What is a colon? What is the mark of a colon? The two dots are colons. Okay. When do we use colon? We use colon to connect two sentences when the second sentence summarizes, sharpens, or explains the first. Means, what does it mean? That there is a first part of the sentence and the second part of the sentence actually adds extra meaning, explains the first part of the sentence. For example, he got what he worked for. So that is the first part of the sentence. He really earned that promotion. So the second part of the sentence is actually summarizing or explaining the first. What did he get for what he worked? He got a promotion for how he worked. I hope it's clear till here.